Sorry, this is very political. So I decided to stop vlogging so intimately about what was going on. I didn't have time to vlog while I was getting ready. We're on our way to a Molten Brown dinner. This is the best bit about staying in a proper fancy apartment. Nice lift. Hello. I found some reduced British chicken boneless thighs with pork and apple stuffing. So we're gonna do like a mini roast, like a tray roast. I've been really craving healthy food since I got back from the US and Canada, because I really went in on all of the lovely glutinous foods that I've missed. Specifically donuts. I think I've eaten more donuts this past month than I have in my entire life. So yeah, I have sweet potato, some Brussels sprouts, garlic, red potatoes, leeks, green beans, and the chicken. I just need something autumnal, healthy. The question is, does Sam have a big enough tray? So I'm thinking I pop the veggies in for 20 minutes and then I add the chicken on top, or I make a little hole for the chicken and I put it back in for another 22 minutes on a really high heat. For some reason, when I was packing, I thought, you know what? Let's just bring 3 knitwear items. What was I thinking? All I wear is knitwear. Speaking of my trip to America, I'd love to talk about something that might be a little bit contentious, but basically I'd more like to pool all of your opinions, because I know that what I saw was probably quite limited. So I'd love to know, if you're in America and Canada, kind of what your experiences are with this. But basically, I noticed people are paid a lot more there than they are here. And I know the first thing people are gonna say is, well, Lucy, they don't have healthcare. But they have healthcare in Canada. And yet, people are still being paid more. I know this anecdotally from talking to my friends out there, but also, I was just on the subway and there was an advert for carer jobs. My mum and my sister were carers. I know what the pay is like. I know what the working conditions are like, and it's not pretty here. But in New York, you can make $60,000 as a carer, along with bonuses, and you can have a paid company car. And I could not believe my eyes. We have this idea that care is mainly funded by the council, but it's not. It's kind of a combination of the NHS budget, the social care budget of the council, and then a lot of private money as well. And I was just shocked. 60k! In a lot of places in the UK, carers have to pay for travel time as well. Their real wage is much less than what they're actually being paid, which is often only minimum wage. And then the other day I found out that EDF, which is the name for the French National Grid, also the same company that runs privately and supplies gas and electric in the UK. The French government and EDF are subsidising everyone's bills in France by 30% this winter. I just thought, I have been led to believe that the UK is doing well, or that everyone else is doing as badly as us. And I think I've been misled. So if you're in the US or Canada, I would love to know your thoughts on this. Or if you've ever emigrated or worked in both the UK and in one of these other countries. Also, Europeans, what is your energy crisis looking like? Because I'm starting to think that we've had the wool pulled over our eyes in the UK. Sorry, this is very political, but it's food for thought. Maybe that's what I should call this. Maybe this series is food for thought. The whole thing worries me, because I don't see it getting any better. And I guess that if we're gonna blame anything, it's 15 years of austerity. I love a Brussels sprout. When it hits autumn, all I want to eat is Brussels sprouts. I chopped my potato up quite small because I want it to roast and get all nice and crispy. Update on the house. I'm hoping we'll get a completion date soon. I sent my 10% off the other day and felt sick to my stomach. It is so wild sending your life savings over in a single transfer to a solicitor. It was really emotional, weirdly. Completion date is basically when you get the keys, you get to, you know, own it, it's yours, you move in. I'm hoping we will be in before the beginning of November. I'm at the point where being everywhere just isn't as fun. Does anyone else get all their veg and stuff ready on the tray and then just pop loads of garlic in at the end? All wrapped up so you can then like squeeze it out at the end. I did something really naughty earlier. Like, this is so dumb. Don't be like me. I stole a piece of rosemary from Waitrose because I didn't need the whole plant and they didn't have just like a few sticks in a bag. So I just nicked a bit because I don't need much, you know? I don't think they'll miss it. It reminded me of the old days when I used to get the tea and coffee for free when I was a student. Very kind of them. Thank you, Waitrose. I'm gonna assume I can mix it up with the salt maybe. I mean, it's really not much rosemary. I'm gonna have a little movie night and I'm gonna watch The Lost City, which is new on Sky Cinema. I'll let you know how it is. Hope that's enough. 20 minutes. Whew. I'm gonna go watch a film.
I'm in the white Hey guys.
I've had an evening. I've just been at my friend's birthday, which was very nice. I just wanted to do my skincare with you and I thought, let's chat about The Lost City because I watched that last night and I've got many thoughts. As you might know, I'm part of Sky Cinema Club, so I review a film every month that is new on Sky Cinema. It's great because I get to watch new films. And yeah, I really liked Lost City. It's a comedy adventure film, and I think the thing that is the most fun is the relationship between Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum's characters. And just in general, their chemistry on screen is really good. This is also a star-studded film. Brad Pitt showed up midway through and I was like, Brad? It was really, really enjoyable and it's just like a lot of fun, but also like not trashy. Because I watched Uncharted last month or the month before, which was good, but it was definitely catering to the fans. Whereas this was just like general good family fun. And the writing is funny, you know, there's some really good laugh out loud moments. It pokes fun at itself a bit, it enjoys like engaging in tropes, but it's doing it with self-awareness, which I quite like. And do you know what was really fun as well was seeing Daniel Radcliffe as a villain. He makes a great villain. It just works so well. It sounds bad, but his height definitely plays a role as well. That's so, oh. Jack's home. I also felt so bougie because for the first time I did a preview screening because it comes out on Sky Cinema I think on the 23rd of September and it's a little bit before that now. So I got to like log on to a secret thing and like get access. I felt so cool. I felt very Spy Kids. And in general, Sky Cinema is great. Like I just really recommend it. So yeah, I'll leave all the links below where you can learn more. Oh. Good to get clean. Right now I'm a bit insecure that I'm doing my makeup like a year 9. I bought a foundation that's like relatively heavy and on top of that I started drawing my brows in as opposed to, like I draw them and then I gel them, but maybe it's a bit year 9. The ultimate combo, niacinamide and zinc serum and some dewy moisturiser. Hello, hello. Skincare's done. I'm gonna go. I'll see you tomorrow. I don't
want to do like, boo.
I don't, but now I will use it as the cut. It's incredibly formal for an 168 hours. I've been feeling kind of low the past few days and part of it might be hormonal. Also the weather's officially changed. While it is sunny, we're definitely in autumn and the days are getting shorter. So I bought my vitamin D spray yesterday because I could really feel I was not right. And then this morning I had kind of a heavy therapy session and kind of towards the end my therapist said, you look like you've glazed over. And started talking about trauma and I was like, I don't really think of myself as someone who's experienced trauma, so it feels a bit weird hearing it from a professional. I don't know, it's all a bit weird, but when I'm in this mode, the thing I need to do is just go through it. So I kind of switch brain and I start thinking, okay, what do you need? You need to eat 3 meals a day, you need to make sure you're getting enough sleep, you need to make sure you're seeing people, make sure you're relaxing, make sure you're taking care of yourself. So I kind of almost go on autopilot and start doing all those things and just think this will pass, and it will always pass. Let me tell you about where we are at the moment. I'm starting to realise that it's quite confusing to work out where I am at any given time. At the moment, we are staying at our friend Sam's house while he is away in Mauritius. We're just taking care of his gorgeous flat and we're in this amazing, lush high-rise. It's so cool. So I am in London for the next 2 weeks and then we go to Barcelona. Yeah, I'm just like bopping about, but from a different flat. And this flat is like calm, serene energy. I feel so peaceful here. Once I finish editing the video for this week, I'm gonna start researching a video that I'm hoping will go out in the next week or 2 that I am really excited for, but also slightly apprehensive about because it's a new style of video on my channel. I used to make a lot of opinion-based vlogs and I stopped doing it because I felt as though I was very dependent on my own personality to make my career work and that I wasn't talking about things specifically, I was just talking about myself all the time and my own crises, and it didn't feel very sustainable. Also, at the same time, I was getting a lot of hate and a lot of extreme interest, shall we say, in my life. And that made my life really hard to live. And I just wanted some peace and mental peace. So I decided to stop vlogging so intimately about what was going on. But at the same time, by withdrawing to protect myself, I kind of lost a level of, I don't know, of intimacy, but also like bravery. I didn't feel confident enough to start talking about things again because I lumped talking about things in as a whole bubble of stuff. Whereas really what I was actually trying to remove was talking about myself intimately, not talking about lots of other topics intimately. Because I moved on from talking about loads of issues, kind of narrowing it down to like sex ed, self-care, sustainability. But even then, that invited a hell of a lot of criticism. Because understandably, like, I can't do it perfectly. So basically, I just want to start talking about stuff, kind of deep diving things a bit more. I mean, like essays. I want to put in the research. I don't just want to be commentary. I've known I've wanted to do this for a while, and some of the topics I want to talk about are a little bit heavy and kind of need to be in the future. And I was just thinking about what I could break in with, and an idea came to me in the shower. It made me really excited. It's something that I think will resonate with a lot of people. So I am going to start the research process for my first video essay project shortly, and I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, it's an exciting week in terms of work, in terms of socializing, and in terms of staying in this lovely home. Also, I don't know if this outfit is a slay or a flop. I mean, you can't really see, but does this skirt go with this jumper? And then I was wearing just like little green trainers. I don't know. Carried out of shot like a big baby.
Like a baby. Go on, try and have it.
Oh no!
Okay, fine. I'm in.
Go on, serve yourself. This is my favorite Vietnamese restaurant. Is it any good? Amazing. Oh, maybe I'll buy tea. So exciting.
Again, this is the camera. I'm like, huh?
Pumpkins!
Oh my god, am I gonna take this?
This is so pretty. Yeah, oh my god, Cardino!
Wow, these look amazing. Wow. I want the lavender bag.
That sounds amazing.
Actually, this one really nice.